Rowan Mireveil. The mud was cool between my toes, comfort Rowan Mireveil had known since birth. Here, in the sunken lands, life wasn't about grand gestures, but the quiet rhythm of the swamp. Every sunrise brought the same hushed expectancy. I'd spend my days tending the glow moss farms, coaxing light from the damp earth, a skill passed down through generations of Mireveils. We weren't seen much by outsiders, the dry landers preferred to avoid the mist and the stillness. We preferred it that way. It wasn't a life of excitement, but it was mine. I knew every root, every ripple in the black water, the language of the herons. It felt complete. The stillness shattered with a clang. Not metal on metal, but metal in the earth. A tremor ran through the bog, unbalancing me. Old Man Tiber, not that Tiber, a different one, was the first to see it, a surveyor's pole, hammered into the heart of our glow moss fields, marked with the crimson sigil of the ironworks. They were coming. The ironworks, who clawed at the land, leaving scars of smoke and metal. They wanted the sunken lands, not for what it was, but for what lay beneath, the vein of lumistone that powered their machines. Our quiet life was about to be unearthed. Grandmother Ilara, the elder Mireveil, a woman woven from shadow and swamp wisdom, revealed a secret. Not a secret of the swamp, but before the swamp. Before the sinking, before the mist, there was a city. A city of the Silvani, people who breathed with the trees, who shaped the land with song. They hadn't vanished, she said, but submerged, adapting, becoming part of the bog. She showed me ancient maps, etched onto petrified wood, detailing hidden pathways through the sunken lands, leading to the heart of the submerged city, a place called Etheria. And she told me, the Silvani had a way to protect the land, a song of resistance, but it needed a swamp breather, someone attuned to the bog's pulse, to awaken it. I wasn't alone. Old Man Tiber, the one who first spotted the surveyor's pole, proved to be a surprisingly skilled navigator, a relic from a time when Mireveils traded with the outside world. And there was Serafina, a young woman ostracized for her strange ability to communicate with the bog creatures, dragonflies, snakes, even the elusive mirewings. We gathered what we could, lumistone shards for light, woven reed armor, and Grandmother Ilara's ancient maps. Tiber showed me how to navigate by the stars reflected in the black water. Serafina taught me the language of the creatures. We weren't soldiers, but we were the land's last defense. The ironworks sent a scouting party, automatons powered by lumistone, to assess the bog. We ambushed them in the whispering reeds, using the swamp's natural defenses, quicksand, choking vines, and Serafina's mirewings to disorient them. It wasn't a glorious battle, but a messy, desperate struggle. We managed to disable the automatons, but not before one of them damaged Grandmother Ilara's maps, tearing away a crucial section detailing the path to Etheria. A small setback, but a warning, the ironworks wouldn't be easily deterred. Etheria wasn't a city of shining towers, but a web of living roots and bioluminescent flora, pulsing with an ancient energy. But it wasn't deserted. The Silvani weren't waiting to be rescued. They had adapted, becoming something else. Half plant, half human, fiercely protective of their submerged sanctuary. They revealed the song of resistance wasn't a simple melody, but a harmony that required a swamp breather to anchor it, conduit for the bog's energy. But the song wasn't a weapon, it was a reclamation, a way to accelerate the sinking, to reclaim the land from the drylanders. The twist? Grandmother Ilara knew this all along. She hadn't sent me to save the sunken lands, but to sacrifice it. The ironworks launched a full-scale invasion, massive earth movers tearing through the delicate ecosystem. The Silvani, aided by Serafina's creatures, fought fiercely, but they were outnumbered. The song of reclamation was working, but too slowly. The ironworks discovered the Silvani's connection to the bog and began draining the water, threatening to extinguish the luminescent life that sustained them. Time was running out. I had to find a way to amplify the song, to accelerate the sinking, but it required a dangerous journey into the heart of the draining zone, a place now devoid of life. I confronted the overseer, the ironworks commander, a man obsessed with progress and blind to the land's spirit. He stood atop a massive earth mover, surveying the devastation. It wasn't a duel of strength, but a clash of wills. I didn't fight him with weapons, but with the song. I poured every ounce of my being into it, channeling the bog's energy, amplifying the Silvani's harmony. The ground began to tremble, the water rose, and the land started to sink, swallowing the earth movers and the overseer along with it. It wasn't a victory, but a surrender, a reclaiming of what was lost. The sunken lands are deeper now, more shrouded in mist than ever before. The ironworks retreated, unwilling to risk further loss. I remain, not as Rowan Mireveil, the Glomos farmer, but as a guardian of the bog, conduit for its spirit. The song continues, constant pulse of reclamation. The Silvani thrive in the deepened waters. It's not the life I expected, but it's a life bound to the land, a silent rebellion against the relentless march of progress. I breathe with the swamp, and the swamp breathes with me.